Day 24, Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller. It is July 2nd, 2024, and I'm going to keep it real today. If you're wondering what it's like to be a full-time reseller, it's today broke me. It almost broke me. It's not going to break me. Just a long day. I don't know that I can keep going like this. It's a holiday weekend, so Thursday will be a little bit of a break. It's just been too many days in a row. I've been going too hard, but you got to do what you got to do, especially at the slow time of year, but I got to figure something out. Yesterday, if you were watching, you know that I did a very poor job of taking care of myself yesterday. I didn't exercise. I didn't eat well. I just didn't take care of myself. Well, today I ate well. I got the exercise in. I did those things, got some sunshine, not as much as I'd like, but more than yesterday. So I really worked intentionally at adding those things in and getting them on the calendar for today. Unfortunately, it was just a long day. I've got to figure something else out, a little something more. So I'm not going so hard for so many hours in a row. I know when I'm done here, I still have social media stuff I need to do tonight to get out tomorrow morning, because tomorrow, start this whole cycle all over again. And again, I'm talking about, being a full-time reseller, but there's also the second half of that. It's not this hard to make a full-time living reselling. I'm also balancing Consignment Chats, the coaching, the podcast, all of that stuff. So two businesses I'm kind of trying to juggle here, doing my best to provide the most I can. So that's really like the biggest struggle. So I don't ever want to put out that it's this hard and you have to put this many hours in to be a full-time reseller. It's the balance of the two that's really making my days so long. They were not this long when I was just reselling and just the one business. So, all right. Just want to set the record straight with that. If you're thinking about becoming a full-time reseller and you're kind of watching this and being like, I don't know that I can work 16-hour days. I'm doing two things at once here. So that is part of the struggle and part of the long hours. And today it was a tough balance. And that's something I need to work on. All right. So today the quote was, "Be the change you would like to see in the world," Mahatma Gandhi. I was listening to something this morning and this just struck me, because when you have external forces, I'm just going to say somebody that does something, to you or that impacts you that you don't like, I guess it can be like you want to get revenge, you want to be petty, you want to do the same thing, and you want to kind of stoop to their level. And it was just a good reminder of when things like this happen, that you just, you be the person, that you need to be. You want to be the person, the way that person, saw you, or that way you wish that person treated you. So anyway, that was the whole impetus for that. Be the change you would like to see in the world. Quote today is just to, remind yourself when something happens or something doesn't quite go your way or somebody does something, be the bigger person. Don't, stoop to their level, because you want to set an example and have that ripple effect that we, talked about in book club and the slight edge. It's really powerful. So that's where I kind of started the day. That's where I'm ending the day as well. I hope you guys got something out of that quote today and really, took it in and thought about it. My Nana always said, I have a lot of Nana-isms that, some people teach you who you want to be and other people teach you who you don't want to be. And yeah, I think there's some reality to that. Like, people are in your life I don't believe things happen for a reason, but you can learn from things that happen, and be the change that you want to see in the world. So there you go. Thanks, Nana, for that one. Somewhere up there, if you're listening. Today, my word of intention was actually be. Today, I will relax and trust, and I am grateful for right now. I didn't really practice that gratitude throughout the day. I did feel it this morning, didn't really practice it throughout the day, as you can probably tell by my demeanor this evening. Sales wise, I am so excited because tomorrow we do our monthly live on Consignment Chats, and we review the month of June. So I'm going to be looking at my June numbers, and we'll be talking about like where June ended up for us compared to our goals, and looking at those numbers. So I'm really excited to look at those, see those. I know June was a better month than May. Because I was coming back from trips and just kind of getting my footing again with the business. So I'm really excited to look at those numbers and talk about it with the ladies and talk about it with you guys in the chat. Sales today were I think I was about half of my sales goal yesterday, and I think today is about the same. And it's a holiday week. I don't know if your sales are slow. I guess it depends on probably what you're selling. There's still sales coming in. I'm still doing a bit of shipping, and I did force myself to do the to-done list. And yes, I did force myself to do it just because I felt so exasperated at the end of the day today. So I did shipping. I did social media. We had our mastermind call. We recorded an episode for C Chats. I released the episode for this week on podcast and YouTube, and I listed for an hour. The other 2 hours from today are moved on to tomorrow. And I am working on completing when I go upstairs, because I do it on my phone. I'm just going to finish up my social media for tomorrow. And I did another round of shipping this evening. All right. So that is that. Oh, Jill, I'm sorry. Kathy, I'm sorry. I am not quite reset to 0 tonight. I'm going to do that as soon as I'm done here. I can see a couple little things on my desk. Not much. Don't worry. I'm going to do it. I promise. As soon as I end this, I'm going to put everything away, and I'm going to go upstairs for the evening. And I hope you all have a good night. If there's something you want to be accountable for, go ahead, leave it in the comments. Sorry if tonight was a little like exasperating, but I said, or a little downer. But I am going to, keep this real. I know there are people that really want to know what it's like to be a full-time reseller and juggling all the things. So, just keeping it real. All right, guys, have a good night. And remember, be the change you would like to see in the world. All right. Night, night.